Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here on Share Talk for Thursday, the 1st of October. Starting off with Anglesey Mining, where there's been a broadening triangle rebound, final little bear trap below the previous September support, 1.33p. We went to 1.22 and then snapped back higher. An end of day close today above the 200-day moving average at 1.65 pence. Should be enough to take the shares back up towards the top of that triangle from December, as high as 3 pence. If you're cautious, maybe you wait for an end of day close through the 50-day line, just shy of 1.8 pence. But it looks as though with that bear trap rebound, we've had enough in terms of proving the technical mettle of Anglesey Mining. On to Altin, which I haven't looked at for quite a while, but seems to be back in business for the bulls. Here we've had a nice double bounce off the 200-day moving average at 1.3 pence. Also, we're now back above the 20-day line, and we've snapped this line of resistance from August at 1.6 pence. While we're above that, looking for at least a rebound back towards late August resistance at 2.5, and obviously people can hope for something better, maybe up towards the top of that rising trend channel that I'm drawing at the moment at 3.5 pence. But at least while we're above 1.6, looking like a new leg to the upside for Altin. Request today for EQT, ECTEC. Here you can see that there's also been a bear trap for the shares below the 0.5 pence level. We're also above the 50-day line at 0.52. So looking for, well, at least while we're above the 50-day line, looking for a retest of that late August resistance at 0.7 pence plus. The overall pattern here, the rising trend channel heading towards 1.2 pence, but obviously it's a little bit early maybe to shoot for that kind of target at this stage, 1.1 pence there at that June price channel top, but certainly looking much better on ECTEC at the moment. Stock of the day, which started moving all of a sudden, is Eurasia. Here we've got shares, I suppose they had an extended bounce off the floor of that rising trend channel from back in February. The channel, I suppose the channel floor currently around the, 17, 18 pence now. So looks like we'll get an end of day close above the 50-day line today at 20.5 pence. And if we do, we could then start dreaming of the top of that channel from the beginning of the year, heading towards just shy of 35 pence over the next few weeks. Nice to see also the MACD indicator crossing for a buy today as well. So that's quite encouraging after the pullback that we had from, was that 29 pence at best so far this year. Another stock which is looking quite encouraging is Empire Metals. Here we've got a situation where it was all about 3.5 pence breaking. That was the intraday high of September. I suppose actually when we're getting above 3 pence really did the trick for the bulls, but 3.5 pence the last level to break, and hopefully we get an end of day close or end of week closed tomorrow above 3.5 pence. We're on our way towards the top of the rising trend channel at 5.3 pence over, well, hopefully by the end of October. Stock which I dithered on is Lamprell. I didn't look at it because normally it doesn't really move too well or too quickly rather. We've had a consolidation between 20 and or around the 25 pence level for the last 3 or 4 months. But a decent end of day close today above the 50-day average at 24.3 should be enough to get this situation moving. Best case scenario over the next, say, 1 to 2 months would be 45 pence, but I suppose most people would be happy just to get to the upper 20s. The last peak there, 28 in July. So let's see if we can get to that if we hold above the 50-day line. Biggest move of the week to date has been Anglesey Mining. If you thought yesterday's price action was pretty spectacular, today we've actually exactly hit the top of that trend channel drawn from August last year. So what was that, 15.4? Come back a little bit now, but probably have another go on that over the near term, and then we can look to see what the next level may be. Could be something along the lines of 18 pence is the best case scenario, and that target valid while we hold above yesterday's peak at 13.3 pence. So a little bit perhaps more to go for Anglesey Mining. Stock which is just starting to get its act into gear at the moment after pulling back from 4.5 pence is Powerhouse Energy. Here we've got the shares up above the 20-day moving average at 3.06 pence. Probably looking to see whether we can get back above the 50-day line at 3.25, but looks as though with the bear trap towards 2.5 pence, the shares are in this rising trend channel, and eventually on a 1 to 2 month time frame could hit 5 to 5.5 pence at the top of that March trend channel. Can't resist looking at the odd pharma stock or biotech stock at the moment. Here we've had quite a nasty probe for Synergen, but it looks as though the level to look at there is that floor, that support on the way up at 153, while we're above that looking for the 50-day moving average at £1.99, and an end-of-day close above the 20-day average at 178 would seal the deal in terms of a potential new leg to the upside. Stock which I also held back on looking at, which I feel rather upset that I did now, is ZAR. Here we've had basically a break through the 50, well, we had a bear trap below the 50-day moving average at 88 pence. Now we're just coming to break the 111 pence peak of September. If we can do that today, tomorrow, then the big target here as high as £1.80, which is the top of the rising October trend channel from last year. Ideally, the shares remain above the £1 level, which was yesterday's peak. Finishing off with Zoetic, which has had its interims, I believe. We can look that up and see what they've said there. But on a technical perspective, we had a lot of resistance towards 24, 25 pence. We've cleared that nicely today, and it looks as though the shares will hit the top of that August 2019 trend channel, currently pointing towards 43 pence, and hopefully that could be hit as soon as the end of next month. Stop loss on the buy argument at the moment, I suppose an end of day close back below the 24 pence level. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.